Everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. My name is Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at learnpriceactiontrading.com. Let's take a look at what Nifty is doing and likely to do in this week. Let's begin our analysis with the monthly chart. So, as expected, Nifty has dropped down to its monthly level. The 16,000 level is what we this demand zone is where we came in. There is a good chance that Nifty might still come down a little bit eventually, but right now it is right inside the monthly demand zone. We could see a short-term pullback coming in Nifty, maybe based on the smaller time frames. I'll tell you the levels, but there is a picture of supply that is getting formed. This demand zone is crucial. If this demand holds, we could, based on the monthly chart, at least try to again go towards 17,000. But there are a lot of overhead supplies that Nifty has created, so we'll have to be careful. It's going to be more of a short-term market where the pullbacks can be traded on the long side. And once they come to certain areas like 17,000, 17,200, based on confirmation, we can get some confirmation short. So right now it's in demand zone. The trend is more or less range bound, sideways. Though if you take a look at just these two candles, we are making lower lows and lower highs, but it's still trending up with the first demand zone here, where we have come in after how many months? This was formed in the month of August 21, this demand zone, and we have come back there in March. So nearly 7 months it took to come back to that area of demand zone. Remember, we have sold off quite a bit on the Nifty. So if you take a look at 18,600 as the top and 15,700 as the low, so that's a good 3,000 points cut that we have seen in Nifty. It's about more than 20% fall. So be cautious about selling now. If you're in shorts, you need to make sure that you trail your stop loss or book partial profits, and confirmation you can go long. So clear downtrend on the on the weekly chart. We broke this demand. That is the area that broke out with a gap today. But this gap, as we opened down, Nifty went into a range bound movement at this area, consolidation area. Though this is an area of demand zone, we could test a little bit deeper since this is too much of trading activity that has happened. So there is a good chance we could still further go towards 15,400. So be cautious. This is where a new supply has got created on the weekly chart. So that's the supply. So that's going to be the range for Nifty right now, from 15,500 approximately all the way to 17,000. So that is the range that you need to play, and based on some confirmation, we can try to get in about 800 to 1,000 points in the index, which will be a pullback rally all the way to the supply zone. The trend is down, cautious, but we are low on the curve. No more shorting. Wait for more confirmation to go long. That's what we have on the daily chart. Continuous gap ups. After this gap down, we went up 2 days and then we just were gapping down. Each gap down is making it more and more probable for the index to bounce back. It could be a strong bounce back right now. We are in this area of daily demand zone. That's the next. So there are a lot of demand zones here. It could turn from anywhere. Be cautious. Those who are holding shorts can continue holding, but remember, we are low on the curve. So partial booking is advisable. And that's the area first where a bounce would likely come to about 16,600. So that's the area that I'm looking at. So that's the range for the coming week. If you continue down, then it's going to be about 15,500, from where there is a possibility of a turnaround. Or if based on the smaller time frames we see, once we start trading about approximately 16,000, we could make an attempt to go to around 16,500 on the index. So low on the curve, need some more confirmation. Shortings are going to be aggressive. Buying is also aggressive, but location is very good. Have a measured outlook and be stock specific. Index, maybe you can still give a pass and trade later on once we have some confirmation. A quick look at India VIX will also tell you that the volatilities are very, very elevated. If you see India VIX, we are trading in this area of supply zone. On the weekly chart, that's the supply that is where VIX is right now trading. So looks this is due to the Russia-Ukraine war that it has gone up so much. That's a weekly supply zone. So we may still make an attempt to move towards it, maybe a last push for the index down before it starts turning up. But it's finding it difficult now to go beyond 3031. So as this VIX will start cooling, probably it may come down to 24, 25 levels. You could see index moving up to 16,600 levels. So this is still holding up. So as it comes down here, that's the area where I would look at booking out the longs and maybe confirmation shorts. So that's what we have for the index. Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. My name is Ajit, Mahuli, the founder and mentor at LPAT. Let's take a look at what Bank Nifty is doing and likely to do for this coming week. Let's go to Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty has been selling quite a bit compared to the indexes has sold out quite a lot. At too much of trading condition, no clear levels, but we are now at coming closer to this area, which is what we were expecting around 33,000. So that's a good area of demand zone where we have come in based on the monthly chart. The trend has shifted to sideways on the Bank Nifty. This is a little weaker as compared to Nifty, but it's at a good location where we could expect some bounce. Taking a look at the weekly chart, that's the area from where post that breakout in Bank Nifty, we came down and then went and gave a new high, touched 41,000, 42,000. We are back with strong candles on the weekly downtrend, but in a very good area of demand zone. If Bank Nifty holds this and everything the global markets are no longer under pressure, Bank Nifty has good room to even move up to 36,000. So that's a cool 3,000 point, but we need to wait for some confirmation as the trend is down. Taking a look at the week daily chart, if you see, that's the area from where it has moved up. That's the daily demand zone where Bank Nifty has come in for the first time after moving out and giving a new high. So a bounce is expected. The first bounce could be up to the gap point, that is 33,500. Once we go beyond 33,500, we open up new doors up till at least, let's say 34,800, 35,000. That's going to be the next. And the third target will be around 36,000. A long way for Bank Nifty to move up. We'll have to wait for some good confirmation, but this looks like it is wanting to go up, but that is what it did here as well. So even if it gaps down, then the last stop before it could turn is going to be around 31,300. But I guess this might hold up Bank Nifty. It could trade here for quite some time. So once we start going beyond 33,200, 33,500, you could have a bullish outlook first. A short-term bullish outlook with the first targets being up to 34,600 on the daily, on the 75-minute chart. And the next targets will be somewhere close to 36,000. So low on the curve, but strong downtrend. Wait for some more confirmation before you decide to go long on Bank Nifty. A lot of banking stocks, especially the private sector banks, are at good areas of demand zone. You can be a little bit stock specific, and it's not a bad idea to pick up some in cash for swing purposes.